So full disclaimer, this is just dream girl scenario. I am not actually like actively thinking like this is all I can get. So I'm not as shallow as it's gonna seem like I am. I don't got no type. Bad bitches are the only thing that I like. Better be thick too. I better be able to take her if she starts acting up. Just pull your own weight in the BRs, and I won't take it easy on you for one-on-one some fighting game shit, okay? But I ain't doing none of your HGTV bullshit. You don't fuck with Naruto, I don't fuck with you. So back with something else I want to get off my chest. I got a lot of good feedback on the video where I was making fun of the girl at the gym, and kind of made a meme out of myself saying I was jealous. And an old friend kind of reached out to me and said, we're never gonna find the girl of our dreams because me and him have similar tastes. And I thought, man, that would be a great idea for a video, is to kind of explain what that would look like. So I kind of laid it all out here. That's what I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna kind of explain what the girl of my dreams would what that would consist of. And I kind of split that into a few categories. So that's going to look like, I'm really a simple guy and it's not that crazy. But then again, we are talking about the girl of my dreams. So I am going to be a little specific and shallow in some parts, but I'm not going to break it down into this huge thing. I'm really splitting it into three categories. The three categories are going to be look, aesthetic, better be thick too. The next one is going to be their interests / hobbies / things that they're into, their passions, besides hanging with me, watching my streams, being at my beck and call. And then the last one is going to be a habit / personality. She can be mean, but she better be nice too. That kind of has some crossover with that second one I just said, the interests, and that one's not like a huge in-depth one either, but none of these really are. They're pretty simple, honestly. I'm a simple guy. So full disclaimer, this is just dream girl scenario. I am not actually like actively thinking like this is all I can get. So I'm not as shallow as it's gonna seem like I am. I am pretty shallow though. Let's start out with the look and the aesthetic. I just want to start out with saying I get asked all the time what my type is. When this conversation comes up about why I'm single, and I really just go back to, I don't got no type. Bad bitches are the only thing that I like. But anyway, you'll see what I mean. I've been big into the last 3 or 4 years into bodybuilding philosophies and concepts. So naturally, I'm looking for someone who's into fitness and someone who carries themselves as they are fit and they are potentially even a bodybuilder. So like, we're not talking crazy Arnold status. We're not talking, steroid level. But what I'm really saying is I better be able to take her if she starts acting up. I mean, I'm definitely attracted to some pretty significant gains. So basically, she better be getting them gains, working towards getting them gains, and becoming a thick baddie. I'm gonna pull up a couple examples here. I'm just gonna pull these off Instagram because this is where I follow some hot girls. Okay. So here's one example. You can see this girl is freaking jacked. Look at her quads. Her legs are huge. Side note too, I do like tattoos, so that's not a huge deal for me. I love tattoos, but yeah, I mean, this is significant. A lot of people would not like this as far as people I know personally, but I'm into it. I'm gonna pull up some more examples here. I'll give a couple, 2, 3 more. So here's another good example. This girl, she's not mega huge like that other girl, but she's definitely fit. She's in shape. She's muscular to some degree. So I mean, like I said, I'm simple. I don't need something ultra specific, but there is a certain aesthetic I want. It's more of kind of like a lifestyle approach, really, when you think about it. Here's another one. You can tell here this girl very fit, huge legs, definitely pulling that wagon, you know what I mean? That's probably another, I'm a big ass guy, like there's no way around it. And I'm honestly not too, picky when it comes to the chest area. To be honest, if they're flat, even if they're pulling this, there's nothing wrong with that with me, in my eyes. So, but yeah, you can tell this girl, and this girl's actually a little thicker. She's not like super cut compared to like those other two girls I showed you. Those girls very lean. Let me see if I could find an example of the same girl. She's not, super lean compared to those last girls. She is very, you can kind of tell she's definitely fit, but she's not, rocking a super defined six-pack outside of, some good angles. So, another good example there. Another thing I mentioned is too, height doesn't bother me. It never has. I'm a short guy, kind of. I'm 5'6" 3/4, but tall girls are beautiful too. Hey, I'm down to climb a mountain. And aside from the aesthetic, like I was just talking about, I'm really just looking for a pretty face. Like I said, fit in some form or fashion. She can be pretty, buff and or lean. But once we're getting above kind of that first girl I showed, where she was pretty on the higher end of, muscular wise, we're not getting much higher than that there. But these are girls I would consider in, my body type that I would give my dream girl. And then honestly, just attractive face. I gotta find her attractive. Simple as that. Definitely. So 1, fitness. 2, I'm simply an ass man. No way around it. So the next category, this is the important stuff here. We're talking about interests and things you're passionate about. So it kind of goes along with, the aesthetic thing. Obviously looking for a fitness/nutrition. So pretty self-explanatory there. Don't need to go into too much detail. We just kind of went over that, really. The next part is the stuff I want from her is to be similar interests to what I have. So we're talking basically a few major things aside from fitness and health. Biggest thing is going to be, and she doesn't necessarily need to be huge into these things, maybe just accepting of them, or maybe potentially want to develop interest in them. I'm just asking for open-mindedness about these things. But preferably if someone was passionate about these things, that would be awesome. So these things that I'm interested in. And if you guys know me, some of you guys know me well, this isn't news to you. It's gonna be anime. I need a waifu, plain and simple. I can't have someone asking what's going on when I hit sage mode in the house, okay? Don't fuck with Naruto, I don't fuck with you. Crazy, right? Video games. If you're not dropping into Verdansk with me or fucking trying to help me fight Scorpion, then you better at least know to leave me alone. Because we're on this PC, we're trying to get this PS5 and internet related things. So anime, obviously, I'm a big guy and I love Naruto, I love Black Clover, I'm into all that stuff, and there's tons of opportunities to binge watch stuff like that. So I think in a relationship, binge watching anymore is, a staple. One Piece has over 1,000 episodes, ladies. Feel free to snuggle up with your boy. Video games. I'm not looking for someone to play with necessarily, but if they wanted to, that'd be awesome. Just pull your own weight in the BRs, and I won't take it easy on you for one-on-one and some fighting game shit, okay? And then internet related things, when I'm not working or at the gym, I spend most of my time at my rig, man. I'm at my setup, I'm at my big desk. I put together this desk, I built the desk computer, I got 2 monitors, it's crazy. I'll help you with your setup, but I ain't doing none of your HGTV bullshit. I'd be definitely interested in playing with someone, but if not, that's cool. So that pretty much boils down the interest. Like I said, doesn't have to be crazy. Fitness, I mean, as long as, I would say fitness is a must. Fitness / health oriented. Swole mates, baby. The other stuff, as long as it's open-minded to it, it's not necessarily it needs to be a passion. Definitely open-minded to it, though. That's all I ask. I'm not above teaching you. I'll be your senpai. I mean, and we're talking my dream girl. So in this scenario, this is my dream girl. I could definitely, these aren't like the bar, like boom, it has to be this. This is in a scenario where it's my dream girl. So, and then we're going to go with the last category. And this isn't really like too big, need to get huge on, but it's the habit / personality style. So, and I kind of compiled this in a note form. Really all I'm looking for is someone who's not a loser, basically. Don't be an idiot and know where you're going. And I think sometimes people get confused, a loser with someone who's really laid back. Really, I just want someone who's either, you know, got a job or looking at or building towards their career, and someone who's doing something. I don't want no loser stoner who's just sitting at home all day. And I think people get that confused with laid back all the time, because I'm pretty laid back. You know, on work days I get 1 hour of free time, so I mean, I'm pretty much relaxed, and any other time I'm not working or at the gym. So, but yeah, I mean, they could be laid back, they could be, I basically boil it down to, as long as they're not pissing me off and bugging me all the time, I'm good. But yeah, that's essentially it. Nothing too crazy. I do think the likelihood of me actually finding someone who I could put in this category is pretty low, but I do think there is populations that actually can combine some of these features I'm looking for. The biggest two I can explicitly think of right now, one is cosplayers. Usually fit because they want to look good for whatever character they're going to recreate. And then the number two, which is going to encapsulate more of the interest, the anime, the video games, female streamers. They're usually definitely into anime and video games because that's what their job is. The likelihood of me meeting someone with these is pretty low, I think. But wishful thinking. If you're out there, I'm right here waiting, girl. Come on. If you know a girl like this, tell her about me. See you next time.